Hi everyone, welcome in. Welcome to the Dawning Soul. Thank you so much for joining me. I wanted to do a quick little touch base with the energies. Let's see where we are. A lot of moon energy from Taurus. The supermoon, I guess it was a pretty significant one. Largest supermoon in, I guess, a decade. So a lot of energies. I felt it. I don't know if you did, but I felt it. Let's see, we got one that flipped. A new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. Oh. Okay, let's see. What do we have coming towards us? I don't think we're going to have another new moon in Libra for a little while. I can look that up. Peace. Peace is coming. All right. Other energies, please, Spirit. Power. We've no longer, so we're at peace. This is the energy that we're in right now. This is the energy that is coming toward us. This new cycle begins, and we're stepping into our power. This is the power card. We're stepping into this power because we are no longer playing the victim. That's a very important role to put down. You don't want to operate through the power of the victim. You want to be in your power, in your sexual energy, in your magnetism, in your alignment in with your spirit. That's a beautiful stance to be in peace. No longer playing the victim. That is a beautiful energy to be in, because when you're in the when you fall back and you relinquish your power, your peace to fear, you're just allowing shit to happen. I'm drifting in the wind willy-nilly, and you don't want to be drifting in the wind ever. That is procrastination. That is helplessness. That is fear. That is all the negative feelings, that the dialogue that our ego will tell ourselves when we feel like we have no control. And when I say control, because we all know control is an illusion, but when you allow fear to run amok in your life and put yourself into victimhood, you aren't operating from that center. You aren't operating from your intuition. You aren't operating from your peace. And so we are opening a new cycle. We are standing in our power. We are trusting our intuition. We are trusting our higher guidance, and we are operating from a place of peace. Well, that tried to flip. Mother Earth, Gaia. All right, so we have Starlight, Heart, development, and preservation. These are all representative of that new cycle of opening yourself up to something new, seeing through your heart, opening yourself up to the divine, to the starlight, the new development. New development. A new romantic cycle begins, standing in peace, using your power, seeing your power, preservation of your energy and power, preservation of your peace. And that is that oftentimes when you see something new coming, there's so many delicate things that happen when you meet someone. And when the attraction is intense and when you feel that energy of something new coming in, you can forget your power. You can forget your boundaries. You can forget to preserve your energy and your boundaries in your heart. I don't mean block. I mean maintain. Maintain your peace. Open yourself to the new, because it is all starlight. It is developing. It is something to do with the heart. But you still must maintain your priorities. You still must maintain your peace. You still must maintain the important things in your life, and not just like, oh, I'm so open, I'm so ready for the new. I'm just rushing toward it headlong without a care in the world, and everything else can just drop because this is new. And you don't want to do that. So we have, I'm not going to take those last two. I want to take these though. So Between Worlds, by the book, Truth Be Told, and The Fates. So let's look at these. Truth Be Told, by the book. Divine timing. Maintaining that order of your life. Maintaining order, conscious development, manifestations, preservation of your peace, preservation of your boundaries, preservation of your love, and then in divine timing, this develops. Fated cycle. This is developing a time of peace, looking through your heart, opening yourself up, standing in your power, preserving your way, preserving your life, maintaining what's important to you. And not just, I have in the past. Whatever you want, right? That's not the way to be. It really isn't. You really, in order to be happy within yourself, you need to know within yourself what makes you happy. That's your power. That's your preservation of your heart. Those things are the most important things that you can do for any relationship. because that's true peace. That's operating from a state of peace, trusting the divine, trusting your intuition and yourself, and allowing space for something else to develop, allowing for new to come into your life. Between worlds. Between worlds. Your world, their world. And then you come together for a new, the development, the heart, the preservation. Your world, their world. And in between is the new, is the doorway, is that soul faded love. That is the peace. That is the peace between your world and their world at all times. If they're happy in their world and you're happy in your world, and then you bring the two together, that is that alchemical marriage of the two, the blending of the two, the joining of the two, the coming together of the two. If one is out of balance, the other will spiral out of balance. We are all charged with our own maintenance, with our own peace, with our own power, with our own heart, and preserving that. Because when you love yourself, you can come together with another. Summer dreaming. Everything's coming. I mean, technically September. You could say September. Summer, soulmates, abundance. And this is all coming together. This is a beautiful energy. Peaceful, abundant, faded. Let's see. Summer dreaming, soulmates, abundance. It's a very dreamy energy. This starlight, this development, a new romantic cycle begins. Peace. And it's healing, a healing energy. Duality, the coming together of soulmates, the joining, the union. Transformation, transformative time, something new coming in, trusting it, allowing it, maintaining your own heart, maintaining your power, maintaining your peace. In union, a coming together, a joining. Let's see what the tarot has to say. We have the Emperor, the Four of Cups, the Magician, and the High Priestess. Show me this Four of Cups. Judgment. Excuse me. The Chariot. Oh. The Moon. You don't see it coming. This is great energy. You don't see it coming. This is moving forward. You have called judgment in your life. You are done with that victimhood, and you are standing in your power, in peace, as the high priestess, manifesting, manifesting, manifesting from a place of grace through your heart. And the emperor, you call judgment, and you're no longer going to stand for anything that disrupts your peace. And this is moving forward under the moon, and you don't see it coming. This is someone new. A new romantic cycle begins. Not to say that you haven't already experienced this opening, but it is coming forward, and you are declaring judgment. And beautiful, expressive energy. One more, please. Show me this energy. Thankfully. Uncaging. And you have uncaged. You are moving forward in your power. Beautiful energy. Summer dreaming, soulmates, abundance, the fates, peace, gorgeous, beautiful energy. A new romantic cycle begins. Stand in your power. Do all things through love. Preserve your heart. Thank you for listening. I'll see you next time. If this resonated with you, I invite you to carry it forward. Subscribe, share, or simply breathe it in.